Listen to me. You are watching Billy D.
Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. This is one of my first tier lists I've done, especially in a long time. We're going to talk about the Friday the 13th franchise. Instead of doing S to F or however you want to do it, the way I'm going to do it is by the way the characters look. Starting with the bottom of the bottom, the angry face. The guy that just wanted to share his chocolate bars, but then the bully had to go and squish it. If I'm mad at a movie, that's not a good movie, I'll tell you that for sure. And then the next level above that, we got sad Tommy Jarvis. Look at him. Looks like he's been through the ringer, all boo-hoo. Maybe he just lost his mom or something. Spoilers. But oh well, he might be better off later on in life, right? Right? No, this is another picture of Tommy. He doesn't look too thrilled. This is a mid face right there. If a movie's mid, that's the mid face. Oh my boy, he loves them enchiladas. This is the, okay, I love this. We're getting somewhere. This is not the best of all time, but this is a pretty good time. This is where I would say a lot of the movies might go. Finally, a character that I feel like I heavily tie into, Shelly. He's always having a good time, but nobody really likes him.
I guess I fooled you, huh?
Sure. Chris, leave him alone. He doesn't know any better.
But who knows? Maybe if he had a YouTube channel, people would subscribe. But anyways, let's just get into it. We're going to start off with Friday the 13th. Hot take. I'm going to put it in the mid face. The main reason why I put it here is because Pamela Voorhees is the main antagonist in the movie, and they try to leave it up as, oh, this was a mystery film. Pamela's barely even mentioned in the movie. Yeah, you might see her Jeep from time to time, but you never see her and the Jeep in the same place now, do you?
False. Oh, different. That's different, is it?
The counselors are just okay. A lot of it feels like they're padding for time. The Unalives by Tom Savini, though, that is amazing. The Harry Manfredini score is pretty amazing. And that Jason jump scare at the end, that was pretty cool. But I'm pretty bored throughout most of this movie. This is definitely not one of the ones I would recommend. In fact, I would recommend jumping into part 2. So with saying that, we're going to put part 2 where the enchilada guy is. You could have a great time watching this movie and not feel too bombarded with it. The first 15 minutes is a recap of the first movie, which makes it better than watching the first movie. And the counselors. You finally get likable counselors in this movie. The Unalives is great, and you get Jason. Jason is Sackhead Jason in this, and I think he's one of the scarier looking Jasons. And Jason shows no mercy. It doesn't matter if you're handicapped, he's gonna get you. Also like how drinking actually saves lives in this movie. The people that stayed at the bar didn't have to go back and feel the wrath of Jason, so that's a thought. Alright, the next one, Friday the 13th part 3, we're going to put that at enchilada face as well. This is where Jason gets the mask, and he is iconic in this. We don't get counselors in this, we get a group of kids going on vacation, and this is technically like Friday the 14th. There's an awful lot of people that are pooping and not wiping in this. It's not a positive, but it makes me laugh. Shelly is awesome again. You get some of these bad biker people that get taken out by Jason. That was cool to see too. The only thing I really don't like about this movie is they kind of hint that Jason is well, he likes the women maybe too much in this, and that's definitely not the Jason motive. Jason is more of a seek and destroy type of guy. I don't want my Jason influenced by any of that, but I kind of am. That's why I'm putting Friday the 13th, the final chapter, all the way up to number 1. I'm just kidding.
I was just joking.
Jason is amazing in it. Crispin Glover's dancing is amazing in it. I love that we finally have like a character that starts to return in things. So this is Tommy Jarvis's first outing. And if you don't know, he kind of mimics Tom Savini because he does a little bit of makeup effects. That's the way he takes out Jason at the end too. Next we have Friday the 13th part 5. And I'm going to put it... I think I'm going to put it with upset Jason face. And this is kind of a hot take. It doesn't make me angry that Jason doesn't return in this. In fact, I kind of welcome different interpretations of what could go on in this franchise. This one just isn't the right way. They kind of make Tommy look like the suspect throughout this whole movie. There's a certain line you need to walk when it comes to horror and comedy, and this one leans heavily into the comedy, which I'm not complaining that much. It's just I wish it was a little bit more scary. Also, this was made by a guy who didn't work on these types of movies, but other adult type of movies, and you can really tell. But it gave me a bop like this.
Ooh, baby, ooh, baby, ooh, baby, ooh, baby, ooh, baby.
So I can't really complain. I think the main reason why this makes me so sad though is the way they treat Tommy in this. The paramedic being Roy, he doesn't seem like a believable Jason. I don't believe that guy with his figure chasing these kids. This is just tainted meat in between some of the best parts of this sandwich. And that's why Jason Lives, and now the top of the top is being reserved for special movies, but Jason Lives deserves the top of the top. This movie knows how to maneuver comedy and horror, and it gives perfect lines of dialogue like this. Jason is stalking around the campgrounds, the kids are underneath their bed, and one kid says to the other,
"So, what were you gonna be when you grew up?"
That made me giggle. Another cool thing is Tommy Jarvis feels competent. Not saying that the last Tommy Jarvis wasn't, but if anything felt like the Corey Feldman from the first movie, is this Tommy now. Tom Matthews does a great Tommy, and if you want to see more of that, Never Hike Alone, great series. The second movie heavily has him in it. I like the way the director took the approach of, this is like a monster movie, and you can watch this in black and white, and this is comparatively like a Frankenstein version of Jason. And after seeing it in that lens, I just enjoy this movie a lot more. Alright, this next movie, this one's kind of a hard pick. It's kind of mid. It's not good, I can tell you that for sure. It does make me sad, but it does make me mad as well, especially with some of the things that go on behind the scenes. If I'm being fair, I'm going to just go ahead and put it in the sad category. Friday the 13th, The New Blood, has so many great things that come out of this. Kane Hodder being Jason, that's awesome. The way that the mask pulls back and you get to see Jason's face, that's really cool too. But what really makes me upset is that they throw in gimmicks like the carry, and then they throw in extra scenes like a weed whacker kill and then other kills. But the MPAA said, hey, all these kills, you're going to have to tone it down. So this is the most toned down Friday the 13th, in my opinion. But there's a lot of things that you can get from it that will make you happy. Some of the things will make you sad. But stuff like that makes me mad. This is a complicated movie. This next movie is Friday the 13th, Jason Takes Manhattan. There's a lot of things that could make me mad about this, but I have a lot of good things to talk about for this, so I'm going to go ahead and put it, and it makes me sad. And the main reason why is the cast of kids are pretty cool. Unfortunately, the one I like the most got killed. And this movie does lie to you a lot. This is Jason Takes Manhattan. You're going to see Jason in New York, right? No, this is more like Jason Takes a Boat, which isn't really a bad thing. That's a cool premise too. But another thing that kind of brings it down is he's all gooey and not in the good way. And then when he finally gets into New York City, you actually have fun with it. There's memes that come out of it. But what really makes me upset is the ending. I hate how he reformed back to Kid Jason. I thought that was weird.
Weird.
Next one on the list, I have Jason Goes to Hell, and this movie is the first movie I'm going to put in It Makes Me Mad. You got a really cool scene at the beginning and a really cool scene at the end, but Jason is a poop monster throughout the rest of this movie.
I don't know.
We are 9 movies in, and we finally get Lineage of the Voorhees, and then a detective that knows everything.
I know he's not. I know everything about you, Diana.
That's annoying. And this does have some of the coolest unalives in this, like the tent scene, the slice in half, that was cool. I also dig the Freddy cameo where he pulls down the mask and you get to see the Necronomicon in the background too. I do really want to like this movie, but majority of this movie, it makes me angry. Even talking about it now, I'm like, why? Why did they make this? Oh, Billy, if you felt that way about Jason Goes to Hell, I don't really want to know what you think about Jason X. Well, Jason X is one of those movies where I have so much fun with it that I give it a pass. In fact, I give it so much of a pass that it makes me happy. The first time I met Kane Hodder, I was looking for this poster or anything Jason X worthy at this con, just because I love this movie. The simulations they put Jason through, the sleeping bag scene, the crazy cast that you have to handle throughout the whole movie. Also, Uber Jason. Uber Jason just looks awesome. It's a fun ride. I just wish the books were more available. And I also wish they would just keep on making this little series. But please let me know, do you guys like Jason X or am I crazy? Now we're heading into the 11th installment. And this one is a traditional movie. By traditional, I mean I watch this movie every Halloween. And that's Freddy versus Jason, and I kind of spoil it. If I watch it every Halloween, it does make me happy. I'm not going to say it's the S standard, especially in a Jason's list, because this feels more like a Freddy movie than a Jason. There's so many great scenes with Jason in it. I like the bed fold scene. I like the way he's walking on fire in a cornfield. That was really awesome. And you get to see two of the coolest slashers face off against each other. There's a book out there that tells you the many different ways they could have made this movie. This is one of the better ways if you ask me. It's more generic, but I dig it at the end of the day. And then, oh no, we have a remake. And if you guys know me and how I feel about remakes, this one makes me happy. I know some of the lines are stupid or stupendous. I have fun from beginning to end. I like the way they kind of squish in the first movie at the beginning, and then they speed forward the second movie, then they speed forward to the third, and then finally they're cramming in the fourth movie at the end. It's a good bunch and a good setup for Jason for many movies to come, which I wish we would have gotten. But this movie is stellar with some of the kills in this movie. I wish they would have made the kids a little bit more likable, but ruthless Jason setting traps, walking around, and even running at times, that's pretty cool. And don't say Jason never did that, because in the second, third, and fourth movie, he sets the traps, he runs, he does all the things that this Jason does. But yeah, let me see, would I reorganize this list? I know this is dead last. This is a hot take. I might like 5 a little bit more than New Blood. 13th is fine because there's nothing else to switch it with. This is how I like the list. This is my tier list of good to worst Friday the 13th movies. Tell me, is my list accurate? Does yours match up? What is the best Friday the 13th movie in your opinion? So this does it for me today, guys. If you guys want more in-depth stuff of Friday the 13th, let me know in the comments. I may be doing a Friday the 13th review. I'm doing Fangoria's Top 100, and that's on the list. And Part 2. And Jason Lives. You know what? I might just review the whole franchise. And seriously, if you stuck around this long, please consider subscribing. I really hope everybody has a great day, and I can't wait to see you on the next one.
Hey, Dilip Nishkawawi.